Okay, I lied, but it was a little tiny white lie.
White lies, those little untruths we tell to grease the wheels of our daily interactions. They seem harmless enough, don't they? But are they really as innocent as we believe? Or is there more to the story? As we talked about in a previous video, the average person tells 1 to 2 lies per day. At least that's what a study by the University of Massachusetts found in 2010. From compliments to excuses, we use these white lies to keep things running smoothly.
So smooth.
But what's the real cost of all of this deception? The answer may shock you.
No, I'm not shocked.
Dr. Robert Feldman, a psychologist, argues that white lies are like social lubricants. They help us navigate the tricky waters of human interaction. We use them to avoid awkward situations, spare others' feelings, and maintain relationships. But here's where it gets interesting. These little lies may be doing more harm than good. The great philosopher Immanuel Kant, that's with a K, said, "By a lie, a man annihilates his dignity as a man." It makes you think, doesn't it? Where do we draw the line between a harmless white lie and something more deceptive? The answer may change the way you interact with others forever. Research reveals that frequent liars often struggle with low self-esteem and less satisfying relationships. It seems the more we rely on these little untruths, the more we risk eroding trust and authenticity that are so crucial to our connections with others. But what can we do about it? And here's the kicker. White lies can be a slippery slope. The more comfortable we become with these small deceptions, the easier it becomes to slide into bigger ones.
Before you know it.
We're navigating a moral minefield. But don't worry, I've got some tips to help you find the right balance. So what's the real answer here? After reading about it, I realized it all boils down to intention. Let's take a look at a list of good intentions. Protecting someone's feelings. An example is telling a friend that their new haircut looks nice when you don't actually like it, to avoid hurting their feelings and boosting their self-confidence. Maintaining social harmony. An example is saying you're not upset about a minor inconvenience caused by someone to avoid creating unnecessary conflict or tension. Encouraging someone. An example, praising a child's artwork with a white lie about its brilliance to encourage their creativity and effort. Avoiding unnecessary worry. An example, reassuring a family member that you are fine when you are dealing with a small yet manageable issue to prevent them from worrying unnecessarily. Preserving a surprise. The example, telling a loved one you have no special plans for their birthday when you've actually planned a surprise party so that the surprise remains a secret. I think honesty is always the best policy. I think it's always best to tell the truth. Yet in a world that increasingly values authenticity, many of us, including myself, still tell white lies. It's worth taking a closer look at the role these lies play in our lives. While they may serve a purpose, we must use them sparingly and with great care. Otherwise, we risk damaging the very relationships we seek to maintain. Now for the final piece of the puzzle. While white lies can sometimes smooth over social interactions, honesty builds trust and genuine connections. When you're tempted to tell a white lie, consider the long-term impact on your relationships. Ask yourself, will this lie help or hurt in the long run? By prioritizing honesty and using white lies sparingly,
Okay. Be honest, maybe.
now that you know a little bit more about white lies, you can navigate the complexities of communication with integrity. As I said, there's always more to the story. Thanks, everyone.